Last time I totally lost focus on this guy, and he just was allowed to wreck shit that we have not yet seen before on me. And it was about to happen again there. It's fucking Mushroom. What could go wrong?
I mean...
Hello and welcome back to Rock Bottom. This is literally Rock Bottom. I've been struggling for this on the 3rd episode now. So yeah.
That was perfectly timed.
Yeah, see. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I like his whole like gas mask aesthetic. You know, he has.
Yeah.
Oh, he did that thing.
Damn. Did the thing? Come on, Mushroom, do the thing.
Julie, do the thing.
Not the thing.
Oh, Varric. If there's one thing that I miss from Korra, it's that. Not much else, honestly.
I didn't. I never saw it.
Oh, well, there are definitely good elements, but goddamn, what a shit fest it is.
Yeah.
It's just suddenly lesbians in the last 30 seconds of the show. It's just suddenly lesbians for no reason. But I do love the fucking douchebag for the guy who was a total douchebag in the first season, Marco. He becomes an adorable. Awkward oaf in the second, and then he becomes the voice of reason nobody listens to, and just a perfect straight man in later seasons, and just he just becomes absolutely amazing. That's lovely. That's nice. It's kind of just like Zuko in
that's nice
in the last Airbender, but he's on the good guys team from the beginning. He's just a dick, Marco. He's just a fucking dick. And then he just becomes that, you know, like Zuko, that awkward, just straight man nobody listens to when he's the voice of reason and shit like that. Oh. And then, yeah, he's great. Season 3 had a very interesting premise because it sort of took the status quo of the last Airbender and turned it upside down. You had the heroes was you know the superior power.
Yeah.
And they were the ones going around the world in their airships looking for airbenders and shit, while the villain was a lone ragtag crew of one airbender, one waterbender, an earthbender, and a firebender, basically. Just ragtag group of people. And he was that airbender. He was an anarchist. He basically took airbending to its extreme, the airbending philosophy of freedom. He took that to its extreme and became an anarchist. And he was very, very cool. I actually used him in one of our latest videos of Mega Man, because I don't know if you watched, but the one with Let Go Your Earthly Tether.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he was He was an airbender villain, which is also completely unheard of in the Avatar universe, because they're peace-loving good guys.
Yeah.
But he was also an amateur. He was just very talented. And then at one point, Aang's son, Tenzin, actually totally wrecks his shit with some proper fucking airbending, which is a delightful thing. We've never seen two airbenders fight before.
No,
ever in the series. Ever.
We generally just haven't seen that many airbenders.
We've seen Aang pretty intimately, let's say it like that. And then,
but he's just one person after all.
Yeah, but he was also a child prodigy of airbending. He was extremely talented, and it was he was an airbender down to his very core. You know, he lived and breathed airbending. Unlike a lot of other benders who weren't as much in tune with their elements. That's where the airbenders were I won't say superior, but they definitely had a different philosophy. They completely surrendered themselves to their element, unlike the other nations who had they just had their daily lives and their cultures, and then they had their bending. Yeah. Whereas Air Nomads were 100% benders. Their population was 100% benders. Huh. No other nation in the last Airbender world had that. So that's why there was no separated culture, other than... So
it's an entire nation dedicated to hunting clouds?
Well, yeah, actually. Fat clouds.
Yeah. The fattest.
Actually, there are two flashback episodes in season 2 of Legend of Korra, where we go back to the very first Avatar. Those are actually very cool, those episodes.
But like the first Avatar?
The first Avatar.
Damn.
How the Avatar came to be a thing, even. Which is very
cool. That's pretty cool.
It is very cool, and he's a much better protagonist than Korra ever was, so you're left wondering why would the series just not be about him, but whatever.
Right.
He meets... So you also see, you know, the different cultures before they became what they are in the world that we know of The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. And the proto-airbenders, they actually flew on clouds, just like, you know, Dragon Ball. That's and he of course learns that same thing when he learns airbending.
Oh, that's cool.
That is very fucking cool. And that's just an art that's lost.
Huh.
That never comes back in The Last Airbender or in Korra. That's never a thing. Riding on a cloud.
That's a shame.
Aang.
That sounds pretty cool though.
Aang, he creates this sort of wind sphere around himself when he goes into the Avatar state that also allows him to fly, and it has scary,
the one he sits on?
Scary helicopter noise. No, not that one.
Okay.
Around him.
Oh,
a big sphere around
right.
him that he used to fly when he goes into the Avatar state, but also only then. The air scooter, the little ball that he rides around on, that can only, you know, go on surfaces.
Ah, okay.
And not actually freely in the air. That's what Sahir, the villain of season 3 of Korra, learns. He learns free flight, which is also it's a legendary airbending skill that was thought impossible because there was one guru a long time ago who was said to have achieved this, you know, letting go of your earthly tether.
Ah, yeah.
Entering the void, becoming empty. Become empty. Into the void. Yeah. Let go of your earthly tether, enter the void, empty, and become wind. That's the poem that Sahir keeps reciting. And then he becomes an airbender. He wasn't an airbender before that. Some shit happens in season 2 of Korra that brings about a new generation of airbenders.
Oh, that's... Okay, fair enough. That makes sense then.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, weren't they like, well, roughly extinct?
Yeah, there were four before.
That many?
Yeah, because Aang had an airbending kid.
Oh right, yeah, I meant during.
Oh yeah, there was
the first.
There was only Aang.
Okay, yeah.
But in Korra there was 4.
Okay.
Tenzin and his 3 children, and then of course he had another child. But Tenzin is the youngest of Aang's children, actually, and he had a non-bender and a waterbender before Tenzin.
Huh.
So Tenzin had a lot of pressure growing up, and the other children felt neglected by Aang because of that. Because Tenzin had to learn about the air nomad culture, of course, because he was the only one who could keep it going.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, as I said, season 3 of Legend of Korra is all about them going around the world, finding new airbenders and restoring the air nomads. They're just called the Air Nation from then on, not nomads.
Oh, that's a little odd.
But they're not nomads at that point.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because it's a more modern world, and they actually act like sort of a peacekeeping force around Republic City and shit like that. They're basically superheroes.
How does the whole bending thing work? I thought anyone could be.
Technically, if you are spiritual enough.
Oh, okay.
Anyone can be, but there seems to also be a hereditary component to it. So you can't be born from. You see, Aang's children, they could only ever be a. Oh, what's that? That was it.
Sweet.
Aang's children could only ever become. Could only ever become a waterbender or an airbender, because Aang is a born airbender and Katara, his wife, is a born waterbender.
Okay.
But it's said that Katara's brother, Sokka, who is an unbender, it's said by the creators themselves that he actually had the capability for waterbending, he just didn't believe it enough.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought it was. Like, every non-bender was just not someone who was dedicated to it.
Yeah, actually not. And they're also... Good work, Zero!
Thank you!
You're Sigma, so it was you. Yes, brilliant.
No, that's actually
You
pretty.
even defeated Colonel and Iris.
Iris.
You made me do it.
No.
No, he didn't.
No.
Now you wanted to destroy them.
That's maybe taking a bit too far, but you're onto
Allow me
something.
to remind you that I was once the leader of the Maverick Hunters. No, so actually there is...
Oh, yeah, see, this is when he contracted the virus.
Oh,
When he was the leader.
yeah, okay, I see that. Yeah, he definitely doesn't look as evil here.
No, he's just old.
Yeah.
I'll take care of this.
Professor X looking motherfucker. No, so
Being sacrificed.
Aang gains an ability at the end of the last Airbender that he gains from one of these primordial beings known as lion turtles, who actually also were the original ones that bestowed the ability of bending to. But he already had the Sigma emblem there.
He was a good guy at this point.
No, but I mean Zero. Zero's shoulders are different here.
Yeah, that's when he was rough. He just released from the pod from
Yeah.
after the creation. Apparently, something was wrong with him, and he just ran amok.
Yeah, okay. No, so Aang learns energy bending at the end from these primordial lion turtles.
That sounds fancy.
It allows it. Okay, it's just a Zero logo. I thought it was a Sigma logo.
Oh, okay.
It is a Zero logo. Yeah, energy bending is instead of bending the elements with your chi, what you're doing is you're bending the energy of yourself and another person. And that's what he does to the Fire Lord at the end. Instead of killing him because it goes against Aang's principles of non-violence, he instead energy bends him so that he cannot bend anymore permanently. But your own spirit has to be unbendable, unflinching. Otherwise, the spirit you're trying to bend will influence you. So,
Right.
actually, that comes back to haunt Aang a bit. No, not Aang, Korra a bit in season 1 actually, because a villain shows up in season 1 of Korra who appears to have the same ability. And he's actually taking people's bending away. And he's this anti-bending extremist who he has this crazy underground group that they're just trained to defeat benders. They're non-benders trained to defeat benders because of, bender supremacy, I guess. They're tired of bender supremacy. They want non-benders to have a say in the world. But turns out he's a big fat. Turns out he's a big fat phony and actually a waterbender. So.
Oh.
Wily. Oh, that. Oh, did you see the marking
Yeah.
across Sigma's eye? Look at that.
He's starting to get torn apart. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, okay. That's the power crystal. I read something about that being shattered on Zero, yeah.
Now I'm certain there's no one who's a match for the commander. What?
Take that, Red Maverick.
This is actually really cool. This is really cool, sort of, that they used to be opposite.
Yeah.
And then now it's all turned around because Sigma is just batshit evil when you're X.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just there was never any angle to him other than he's a dick and he gotta die.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is really cool with Zero. I like that. Zero, you were a maverick? What's your point? Are you that surprised? Isn't he X now? Zero, you're most impressive.
Thank you.
Sigma, I will defeat you. I'll definitely try.
Well,
And that's all you can really ask of someone, isn't it?
Well, I mean, not according to Yoda.
Do or do not, there is no try. This fucking background, dude.
I love this. Oh man, I want to see how much damage this.
What?
What?
No, don't. No, what? No.
Oh, this is good.
How is this fair? How's that fair? How is it fair?
Oh, shit.
What? No.
Oh.
This is not fair. He's not even flinching when I do.
No.
I'm still being hit by
Almost
him.
there. Almost there.
What the? That's not fair. Oh shit, there's more. I forgot.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you, Zero. It's time for us to settle this.
You think. Oh, yeah, he does that.
Yeah, he certainly does. Oh, you're kidding
Oh,
me.
that does nothing. Awesome.
Pah! That sucks.
Yeah.
This really sucks.
I'm really glad this is not me doing it.
This really sucks.
Wow, I thought you could practically skip the first part even as Zero.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Final journey.
Final journey? Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She was alone. I never knew what good love could do. Then we touched and we sang about a lot of things. All night, oh, every night. So hold tight, oh, Zero, hold tight. He said, any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it, it's working. There's something about Journey that just gives me strength, you know? That was the band Journey, in case you... How is this fair? Did you see how much damage it did to
It's
me?
not fair.
I mean, Quenbo does...
Some damage.
Actually very...
Oh, yeah, that's actually decent.
Very decent damage to him, yeah. I'd say so too.
Oh,
Boomerangs.
oh, that's the,
Oh, I can get this. It's not gonna help me in any way. Actually getting this. Okay, this part is actually not that bad.
The worst part is just the one he did there with the boomerangs.
Yeah, that
Because
really,
you don't have a way to stop them like X does.
that really messed me up. And then you get that little
And
itty bitty thing.
that little tease.
I just and how am I gonna deal with the head and the laser gun and the everything?
And the everything. Oh, for the fucking head. Oh.
The head is not. I don't feel like the head is so bad. I feel like it's the gun that I'm gonna have trouble with. You're.
I actually saw a guy take out the gun
Iris
really
is
fucking quickly.
waiting for you. Oh, that's just mean.
Are finished.
You just said I was finished. Oh, fire. That was easy.
This is where all the hours of watching me is.
Yeah, that was literally hours. Okay, so maybe I should do Raijingeki there. I'm thinking.
Probably, like if you do the short jumps.
No, Raijingeki, not Quenbo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Just slide in there. Okay, you know what? We'll deal with this next time on Rock Bottom. Bye. See ya.
See you, folks.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.